How you doing, Carl?
Good. How are you?
Okay.
Nice to see you.
Okay. Murray just came in.
Hello, Murray. Just came in. How are you?
Where can you adjust your camera? You cut off right over here. Bring your head up a little.
Murray.
You're muted. Bring your head up. Okay, good.
Yeah. We want to see more of you and less of Brooklyn.
You're muted. You're muted. Unmute yourself. Unmute. We can't hear you.
Yeah.
There you go.
I'm not in Brooklyn. I'm in Pennsylvania, in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my son's residence.
We used to call it Bethlehem.
Yeah, Bethlehem is Hebrew. Yeah.
I don't tell too many people what it really means. They don't want to hear about bread.
The house of bread.
Bethlehem. We've been there a couple of times.
Yeah, I was too in the actual one in Israel. Yeah.
One thing that's related to me is that when you go to Bethlehem or when you play a guitar, there's always a string attached. Nobody will understand that unless you've been there.
That's true.
At least it's a red string.
The red string, yeah.
The red string.
That keeps away the demons, right?
Only if you do it 13 times.
13 times.
You got to do it 13 times.
13 times on and off in one day.
You got to wrap it around and you cut it and then you keep it. And then you give it out for the blessing of the. In fact, if you want to know when Christmas comes, especially, or you'll see a red bow on a car, or what the Catholics do is when a new baby is born, they put a red ribbon on the crib. And that's where it comes from, is the red string.
I never heard that one before.
That's what it is.
Well, what about the Chamsa? The Chamsa is shared between Jews and Arabs and Muslims.
What's the Chamsa? I've never heard of that.
The Chamsa, you don't know what that is?
No.
That's those medallions that look like hands, like the hand.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
They're called a fig.
No, not the chai. It has 5 fingers, so they call it Chamsa, which means 5.
Isn't that also called a fig? Starts with a letter F, like Frank. A fig. F-I-G.
No, I don't. I think fig is a fig, isn't it?
No, fig is the hand.
Oh, I didn't know that. No, I never heard that.
Well, I guess there must be regionalism between the Bronx and Brooklyn.
Yeah, because I know that my wife used to say "figen nuis," which means I thought it meant a fig up your nose or something.
No. Well, what does Saul say? Did you ever hear of a fig?
No, I never heard of it.
Oh, all right, it's interesting.
By the way, I finally, Thursday, Faye and I finally got our first shot. We have the COVID vaccine, the Moderna, at Publix.
Oh, that's great. My wife just had hers at Publix too, in Del Rey.
Yeah, Publix here in Boca, we got it.
Yeah. So I finished with mine. The VA took care of me. And I got both my shots with the VA.
Which vaccine? Pfizer or Moderna?
Pfizer.
Yeah, I got Moderna. We got
Pfizer, and my wife got Moderna at the Publix.
Did you have any ill effects after, any side effects?
The second shot, I was a little sore on my arm, and I felt not the best the next day. But when evening came, like 5, 6 o'clock, I was okay.
Okay.
But it was never the first one. I didn't nothing. Like I never had a shot.
Mm-hmm.
And different people just react differently, I guess.
Right, that's true. Yeah.
Yeah, the only thing is the shot I took didn't have an OU.
The rabbi said you're allowed to take it, no matter what it has in it, you're allowed to take it. To save your life, you're allowed to.
Yeah.
Amen.
Hi, Saul.
I don't see it.
Good. So I do have a banjo poem if you want later.
Okay, whatever you have, we'll be glad to listen to.
Okay.
Wait a minute, banjos are allowed in this organization?
What do you think Jerry's been playing every week?
Only 4-string and 5 strings. This is a 5-string poem.
I'm hoping that we get a crowd today because of the Super Bowl. I mean, we finished way before the Super Bowl starts. A lot of people want to get drunk on parties and everything like that.
Yeah, they're doing that. And everybody, all the authorities are very upset about that because despite all the publicity and everything, they're still making parties,
Yeah.
joining together, which could lead to bad consequences.
Will lead to bad consequences, unfortunately.
Yeah.
So it's snowing like crazy here.
It is.
Where?
And it's snowing in Muncie too, because I spoke to Bonnie this morning. It was snowing like crazy.
Yeah. Where are you?
I'm in Somers.
Westchester
Yeah,
County.
I'm in North
Westchester,
Westchester,
yeah.
but my best friend lives in Muncie, New York, and it's snowing there too.
Yeah, well, it's
Not snowing here.
I think it's still snowing here. It might have stopped.
It's starting to flurry here.
Yeah, I'm in Pennsylvania, in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania, and we had during the last snowstorm was 31 inches.
Wow.
Now we have a little more to add to that.
Wow.
Although some of the old ones melted.
Uh-huh.
In Arizona, but it's gone.
But spring is the end of next month, isn't it?
Yeah.
So it's on the way.
2 weeks from today is Purim.
Yeah.
Then a month after that,
It's Passover.
right?
I hope we get more people today. I sent out a general email to everybody.
They're all eating a big, deep meal before the Super Bowl party.
Yeah. Well, I had a bowl of
We'll
soup
eat
too.
another big meal, or possibly two.
I had a bowl of soup last night.
For the Super Bowl?
And naturally, what else do you do
Was it
for a
super
Super
soup?
Bowl? You eat a bowl of soup, right?
If it's super soup, that fits. But if it's just regular soup, this doesn't fit.
Oh, okay.
This year, I don't see any option where you could look at it for nothing, because our cable package doesn't carry that station. You have to pay extra for it, so I'm not paying extra if I can.
Yeah.
Look, it's raining out.
Okay. By the way, with we now we have just achieved a historic moment. Now our jams are now on 3 continents because we have people from Israel now who are on that's Paul Jacobs and his wife who are he's 90 years young. They just joined us. He's going to play the harmonica for us later on. Okay.
Oops. Oh, I see them. Yeah.
Carol is coming in. Hi, Carol. I want to tell Mr. Jacobs that if you want, when you talk, you have to unmute. On the bottom of your screen, there's a little red thing there. If you hit it with a mouse, you'll be able to talk.
Yeah, we know.
You know, okay then. So when other people are singing, you keep being muted. When you want to talk, you want to sing, or you want to clap after everybody is done, then you can unmute. Okay, Joe Berger is coming in now. We're trying to get our people. Hi, Joe. Marsha's coming in too. Your daughter's coming in, Paul.
Hello.
See, they're right on time, actually. It's 2:00 now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. Hi, Marcia.
Freddie, it's good to see Freddie also. Hi, Freddie.
Sal.
Here we go. Now I'm
Hi,
muted.
Sal.
How you doing?
Hello.
Parents are there too. It's my parents.
Hello. Hello. Hello.
As soon as we get somebody in there from England, we'll be officially on 3 continents now. None of our English brothers have showed up yet, but I'm sure they will be here. Okay.
Hi, Faye.
Hey. Hi. Mark, how are you doing? Mike Reeves. Okay, we were officially on 3 continents now. Mike Reeves is coming in.
Okay.
Who's from England?
Where's that woman from Africa who wanted to join?
Australia.
No, there was one from Africa, really. I think from Kenya. I forget which country.
Okay, we're getting everybody. We'll have a minion soon here. Mark, where are you coming from?
From Florida, Boynton Beach.
White Beach. Okay, will you be performing? I just want to make sure.
No, not today. Maybe when I get up some courage and actually play my guitar a little bit. Thank you.
You don't need any courage over here. You know, everybody. We're all amateurs here, except for Joe Berg. He's a professional.
You can put on a recording of yourself. You can put on a recording of yourself, which if you don't
There you go.
want to play, if you don't have
Wait, we
play
are
right now.
okay.
Have a
Barry's
recording of
coming in.
yourself. Put
But
your
I
recording of
can play
yourself.
one of Bob's recordings.
Okay.
You can do that.
No, okay, let me make the order of who's coming. Who's coming. Okay, Carl was in first. Okay, Murray, then Harvey and Pat, then Bob Winkler, then Thea. Okay, then we had Joe Verga. Okay. Well, we had Paul, Marsha's parents, Paul Jacobs, and his wife. What's your mother's name?
Leah.
Yeah, okay.
Paul, Leah.
Paul Leah Jacobs. Okay, then after that we have.
Wait, are they performing?
Huh? Yeah, he's gonna play.
Okay,
harmonica.
and then Marsha. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
After Marsha.
Okay, Joe Verga comes before Marsha.
Yeah, I know that.
You got Joe Verga,
I got Joe.
Okay, then we got Mike Reeves.
Okay.
Okay, we got Bob Gelb, Jerry, Linda.
Gil, Jerry.
Yeah, Linda, you're performing today, right?
Hey,
Linda.
not for anything. When we finally come back to being normal again, maybe we can find some place to have concerts. I'd like to see us have concerts.
Okay.
Yeah, well,
So I'm just asking, maybe some of those people out there might be willing to,
Let's just all be
hold a
healthy.
concert in their house or something.
Let's all be healthy. That's the important thing. John, did you get your first shot yet? Did you get your first injection?
No, I'm still trying.
I got mine at Publix on Thursday.
Well, you had a bunch of people working for you. That was good. You know?
I can get them to work for you also if you want.
Yeah, well, I got to try. I'm trying, you know. I got my daughters working for me and stuff like that, but I haven't been able to get in yet.
all right. After Bob Gelb, you had Jerry, then
Jerry, Mike Reeves, Linda, Peter,
who?
Linda Fishman. I think you're Linda Ruber also, right, Linda?
Yes,
Right, yeah. Right.
I'm Linda Rumor on Facebook to keep anonymity.
Yeah, okay. I recognize you though. Okay.
It's my first time here, though.
I know that, but we have a lot of the same people as they do at Hoyt, so we're all one happy family.
Okay, then Peter. Is
Uh-huh.
Peter here?
Peter Dunhill's, yeah, he's here.
Yeah, I think he's next. After
That, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, you got Carol, you got in there also, right?
Where is Carol? I don't have her.
No, Carol
Yeah.
is right after,
Hi.
Jake, Thea, you have also.
I have Thea, yeah.
Okay.
But, Carol, I didn't place.
Carol came in right after Paul and Leah Jacobs.
Okay, so she's after Marcia then, or?
Huh? Oh, yeah, Paul didn't have to Marshall. Okay, we're getting the order of
Okay.
performance here. So we know as well. Okay, so I think we have a minute, we can start already.
Okay.
Yeah, and don't forget Peter. He's with Carol right behind her.
I know.
Carol and Peter. Hi, Peter.
Peter does.
How you doing?
Okay, we
All
have
righty.
Debbie coming in also. Debbie and Ron. Okay, we have our
Okay,
nucleus of the crowd.
everyone is after Peter. Okay.
Okay, so with that, we'll ask everybody. Like we have Bernie Greenspan. Oh, he hasn't been here in a while. Bernie.
Well, he came once and, but it was late. Okay.
Okay. So wait a minute after.
Okay.
Bernie, how you doing, Bernie? Good to see you. Okay, so we got a good crowd. So mostly, she just listens. We'll find out. Mostly person. Okay, let's start. Vicky, how are you doing? You're going to be performing today, Vicky? Are you going to perform?
Doing well, Saul.
Huh?
I'm doing well.
Will you perform today?
I don't think so. This is my first time since I've been down in Florida, so.
Okay, whatever. If you decide, just let me know. Just say the word. We're very informal
If you
here.
have a recording, you can play your recording.
Yeah, by the way, this whole thing is recorded and will appear on archived on YouTube and will appear on Facebook approximately 3 hours after we're done.
Okay, so.
Okay, so let's everybody mute, and Carl, you have the floor. We're going to start now. Everybody mute, including me.
All right, so you're after Bernie.
I'm going to do a John Prine tune called I Remember Everything. I've been down this road before. I remember every tree, every single blade of grass holds a special place for me. And I remember every town butterflies that slip right through the net. And I remember every night your eyes ocean blue. How I miss you in the morning light, like the roses miss the dew. How I miss you in the morning light, like the roses miss the dew. John Prine.
Thank you, Carl. Okay, Maury, you're up next.
Okay. All right. This is a song that I wrote several days ago. The melody is based on Green Grow the Lilacs. And you know that. Okay. And the name of the song is Empty Green. You know, I'm sure you know who Empty Green is by now. And she's one of the real what would we call her? She's one of the villains of our day. Okay. Empty Green ran unopposed for a seat in the House. Wait a minute, you're on the right melody line. Empty Green ran unopposed for a seat in the House. She represents some Georgians who don't care she's a louse. Her attitudes and theories are all super nuts. She worships Donald Trump, who is truly a putz. Green grows more putrid the more that we learn. Bigotry and racism are a major concern. But by the next hearing, we fervently yearn that they'll boot her from Congress, never to return. And next stanza is on the other page. Empty Green said the school deaths and 9/11 were staged. Pronouncements sure to make mourning kinfolk enraged. She has said Jewish lasers set the fires in the West. And if Pelosi were killed, it would be for the best. QAnon is the Bible Green totes in her pack. She spews all their poison and doesn't take it back. Empty Green is empty of humane and clear thought. While she stays out in public, she must be furiously fought. Green grows more putrid the more that we learn. Bigotry and racism are a major concern. But by the next hearing, we hope she'll be through. And we'll change the green monster for the red, white, and blue. Das ist es. Thank you.
Okay, next is Pat and Harvey.
Oh, we're up.
You're up. Okay. So my first song today is Killing Me Softly. Strumming my pain with my fingers, singing my life with his words, killing me softly with his song, killing me softly with his song, telling my whole life with his words, killing me softly with his song. I heard he sang a good song, I heard he had a style, and so I came to see him to listen for a while. And there was he, his young boy, a stranger to my eyes, strumming my pain with his fingers, singing my life with his words, killing me softly with his song, killing me softly with his song, telling my whole life with his words, killing me softly with his song. He sang as if he knew me in all my dark despair. And then he looked right through me as if I wasn't there. And he just kept on singing, singing clear and strong, singing my pain with his fingers, singing my life with his words, killing me softly with his song, killing me softly with his song, telling my whole life with his words, killing me softly with his song. La 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 strumming my pain with his fingers, singing my life with his words, killing me softly with his song, killing me softly with his song, telling my whole life with his words, killing me softly with his song. He was strumming my pain, yeah, he was singing my life, killing me softly with his song, killing me softly with his song, telling my whole life with his words, killing me softly with his song.
Good.
Very good.
Harvey, you're up now.
Let's see. What else was I going to do?
You're gonna do Hesitation Blues?
That's what I'm going to do. Since I was hesitating on what song I should play, I'll do the Hesitation Blues.
I should get a glass of water. A glass of water.
A dime is a dime. I need a new girl. Yeah, she won't mind. Tell me how long do I have to wait? Can I get you now, or must I hesitate? Well, the eagle on the dollar says, in God we trust. You say you want a man, but you want to see a dollar first. Well, tell me how long do I have to wait? Can I get you now? Must I hesitate? Look down the road just as far as I could see. A man had my woman and the blues had me. Tell me how long do I have to wait? Can I get you now? Must I hesitate? If the whiskey was the whiskey and I was a duck, you know I swim to the bottom or never come up. Tell me how long do I have to wait? Can I get you now? Must I hesitate? In the ocean, Lord, fish in the sea. Knows you mean the world to me. Tell me how long do I have to wait? Can I get you now? Must I hesitate? Going down to the levee, take a rocking chair. The blues don't leave me, go rocking with them there. Tell me how long do I have to wait? Can I get you now? Got her eating apples just to keep her away. Tell me how long do I have to wait? Can I get you now? Must I hesitate? Got them hesitation stockings, got them hesitation shoes. Lord knows I got them hesitation blues. Tell me how long do I have to wait? Can I get you now? Must I hesitate?
Thank you, Harvey. We're going to move now to the Arizona, Northern Arizona, and Bob Winkler. By the way, I want to welcome Bruce Feldman, even though we can't see his picture. He didn't join the video. How you doing, Bruce? It's good to see your name up there, even though we can't see your picture.
So I'll just remind everybody when they're not playing, they have to mute themselves.
Yes, in fact, I've been muting some people who haven't been muting themselves. When you have to mute when other people are playing. Okay, you can unmute by to clap. A little secret: if you want to unmute just temporarily, just press the space bar, and as long as you have it held down, you can unmute temporarily. Okay, so next is Bob Winkler. Give him your undivided attention. Everybody else, please mute.
Okay. As usual, I always ask if my audio is okay. Okay. After all the snow last week, I felt like doing something a little warmer. Yellow bird up high in banana tree. Yellow bird, you sit all alone like me. Did your lady friend leave the nest again? That is very sad, make me feel so bad. You can fly away in the sky away. You're more lucky than me. I also had a pretty gal. She's not with me today. They all the same, a pretty gal. Make them a nest, then they fly away. Yellow bird up high in banana tree. Yellow bird, you sit all alone like me. Better fly away in the sky away. Picker coming soon. Pick from night till noon. Black and yellow, you like banana too. They might pick you someday. I wish I was a yellow bird, fly away with you. But I'm not a yellow bird, so here I sit, nothing else to do. Yellow bird up high in banana tree. Yellow bird, you sit all alone like me. Did your lady friend leave the nest again? That is very sad, make me feel so bad. You can fly away in the sky away. You're more lucky than me. You're more lucky than me. Thank you.
I remember once a comedian in the Catskills singing the song. He sang "Yellow Bird." Please don't do it on me. Okay, now we're gonna hear some poetry now. Thea, you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Thea comes to us from Somers, New York, northern Westchester County.
Okay, so any of you have known about the Augusta Heritage Center, the music program in Elkins, West Virginia? They have blues, old timey week Celtic week in 1995. I went with my Taylor guitar. I went to West Virginia by myself in the Monongahela forest. And this is a true story of how I fell in love with the banjo there. Okay, how I fell in love with the banjo. Teeming rain hits Halliehurst porch at Davis and Elkins College. I slip my foot from rough leather sandals, not yet broken in, and muse again about the sweet drive through Monongahela National Forest, leaving the loud clatter of hammering men and scraping scaffolds against tall bâtiments of New York is a feat to deliver hope, inspiration, anything to keep momentum going. Afternoon music workshops finally finished. Adult music students still energized at dinner, yelling across the cafeteria lines for the best fruit, salads, buns, running to evening program to find Halliehurst campus becomes soaked. And I sodden, I find a place to stretch my back against red geranium planter and portico, a green moment, silence. The world's bounty of love, possible peace will emerge in music powerful. The damp, drizzled deck beckons the banjo player, its wooden planks clapping in the dew. He's walking up with a milk stool, the classic 5-string banjo in his hand. I can't breathe. He's grinning from ear to ear. He takes off his sunglasses and shoots orbs of ember light onto the 5 steel strings in early night, plucking at my happiness.
Okay, going now to Joe Verga from Cape Coral on the other coast of Florida. Take it away, Joe.
All right. Day when the big top came down, wasn't a smile to be found. The giant canopy lay sprawled upon the ground, and the cables were all stored and wound. The day when the big top came down. Day when the big top came down. The elephants whopping around. They were gone the year before. The lock went on the door, and the ringmaster took his last bow. The day when the big top came down. 100 years of cotton candy, the wonder of a child's delight, spending Sundays with the family, so quietly into the night. 100 years of cotton candy. The wonders of a child's delight. Spending Sundays with the family. Slip quietly into the night. The day when the big top came down. There were tears in the eyes of the clown. When the greatest show on earth canvas hit the dirt, the circus would no longer come to town. The day when the big top, the day when the big top came down.
Wow, great.
Thank you very much.
Great as always, Joe. Okay, now we're going to go to Israel, to Harnof, and Paul Jacobs. You're going to give us the harmonica now.
They're really in Israel?
I
They're in
don't know.
Israel. Yeah, I guess they are.
It's coming from Israel. We're now on 3 continents, not only 2. We're on 3 continents. We just made it to Asia now. Okay, Paul.
Okay.
Okay. Ready?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. This land is our land. This land is your land. This land is my land.
Okay.
Okay, harmonica.
Okay, go.
I hope I find the beautiful. Okay, Marsh, let's see if you could match your father now. What do you got? What do you got for us?
Okay. I'm gonna do Kumbaya.
Wow.
What's it? Kumbaya.
That's a master. I'm just an amateur. Kumbaya, my Lord, Kumbaya. Kumbaya, my Lord, Kumbaya. Kumbaya, my Lord, Kumbaya. Oh Lord, Kumbaya. Someone singing, Lord, Kumbaya. Someone singing, Lord, Kumbaya. Someone singing, Lord, Kumbaya. Oh Lord, Kumbaya. Someone's laughing, Lord, Kumbaya. Someone's laughing, Lord, Kumbaya. Someone's laughing, Lord, Kumbaya. Oh Lord, Kumbaya. kumbaya. Someone's crying, Lord, kumbaya. Oh Lord, kumbaya. Someone's praying, Lord, kumbaya. Someone's praying, Lord, kumbaya. Someone's praying, Lord, kumbaya. Oh Lord, kumbaya. Someone's sleeping, Lord, kumbaya. Someone's sleeping, Lord, kumbaya. Someone's sleeping, Lord, kumbaya. Oh Lord, kumbaya.
Somebody will need it, put it on and sing it.
Okay, we're now going to go over to England and Mike Reeves.
What about Carol?
Wait, no, wait. I bet some. Carol, you go first.
That's right. I had a feeling I was.
Yeah, Mike, you're next. Carol
Yeah,
goes
that's
first.
what I thought.
Carol, yeah, you, Carol. Yeah, you. Yeah.
Wait, me?
You, yeah, right.
Oh, me.
You're yelling Carol, yeah.
How many carols there are?
I don't know.
Wait, I don't know how many people are from up north, but we have a snow going on out there that you wouldn't believe. It's about 6 inches already. Okay, anyway. I don't have to mute myself, do I?
No.
No, okay.
No, if you don't, if you do, we're not going to hear you. You stay on mute.
Don't do that.
Let's see. Okay. Do Fernando. Do you hear the drums, Fernando? I remember long ago another starry night like this. In the firelight, Fernando, you were humming to yourself and softly strumming your guitar. I could hear the distant drums and sounds of bugle calls were coming from afar. They were closer now, Fernando. Every hour, every minute seemed to last eternity. We were so afraid, Fernando. We were young and full of life, and none of us prepared to die. And I'm not ashamed to say the roar of guns and cannons almost made me cry. There was something in the air that night. The stars were bright, Fernando. They were shining down for you and me, for liberty, Fernando. Though I never thought that we could lose, there's no regret. If I had to do the same again, I would, my friend Fernando. Now we're old and gray, Fernando, and for many years I haven't seen a rifle in your hand. Do you hear the drums, Fernando? I can still recall that fateful night we crossed the River Grand. I can see it in your eyes, how proud you are to fight for freedom in this land. There was something in the air that night. The stars were bright, Fernando. They were shining there for you and me, for liberty, Fernando. Though I never thought that we could lose, there's no regret. If I had to do the same again, I would, my friend Fernando. If I had to do the same again, I would, my friend Fernando.
Okay. My next is Mike
Reeves.
Mike Reeves. Okay, now for good. Okay then.
For real.
For real this time. For real. It's you.
Yeah, okay, good. Yeah, we've got snow here today. First time this year, and first I've seen for 20 odd years. And just a little story, little anecdote first. On Friday, my choir asked me to do the Wellerman song that I did last week for them as a solo in the mid part. And so I keyed up a track to get the tune, and lo and behold, it was one by Gordon Bock and Ed Trickett. So, and I adapted the chorus for the choir, but it fits even better tonight. So here it goes. Sunday, our Zellerman comes to bring us music and lyrics and fun. One day when the COVID is done, we'll sing together as one. So that's just a little snippet. But the one I'm going to go is called Sea of Thieves. Bring a tankard full of grog and join our merry mob. We're stumbling to the docks and we're leaving land behind. For on the ship with sails we'll ride up on the seas. We're counting you and me now, 1, 2, 3. For on the Sea of Thieves we sail as we please, hunting for treasure again. For on the Sea of Thieves we are all free. Be the pirate you want to be. Bring a tankard filled with beer and become a privateer. Do whatever you want, we're leaving left behind. Hoist the sails, weigh the anchor, find a ship and flank her. We're taking all your loot, including your boots. For on the Sea of Thieves we sail as we please, hunting for treasure again. For on the Sea of Thieves we are all free. Be the pirate you want to be. Bring a tankard filled with rum, now our drinking has begun. We're all getting drunk and we're leaving left behind. Scrabbling onto deck and thinking what the heck, let's fire all our guns just for fun. For on the Sea of Thieves we sail as we please, hunting for treasure again. For on the Sea of Thieves we are all free. Be the pirate you want to be. Bring a tankard filled with wine, the crow's nest I'm a sign. I don't know how to swim, well, leaving left behind. But I really don't know how to swim, so please don't push me in, for surely I will drown, man overboard. For on the Sea of Thieves we sail as we please, hunting for treasure again. For on the Sea of Thieves we are all free. Be the pirate you want to be. Be the pirate you want to be.
Good song. Very good song, Mike. Okay, Bob Gelb is next. After that is Jerry, and after that is Linda, and after that is Peter Dunhill. Okay, Bob, you got the floor.
Okay. Caught me a little unawares, but here I am. Yeah, I was just telling Joe in the chat there that Sue got her shot yesterday, second shot, and just feeling a little out of it today, taking some Advil and stuff. So hope to be back next week and do a couple of songs for you. Do a Tom Paxton, probably his most popular song is That Was the Last Thing on My Mind. It's a lesson too late for the learning. It's made of sand, made of sand. And in the wink of an eye, my soul was turning in your hand, in your hand. But I go and away with no word of farewell. There be not a trace left behind. I could have loved you better, didn't mean to be unkind, you know. That was the last last thing on my mind. Well, you got reasons aplenty for going. This I know, this I know. For the weeds they've been steadily growing. Please don't go, please don't go. But are you going away with no word of farewell? There be not a trace left behind. I could have loved you better, didn't mean to be unkind, you know. That was the last thing on my mind. And as we walk home, my thoughts are tumbling round and round, round and round. Underneath our feet, the subways are rumbling. Underground, underground. But are you going away with no word of farewell? There be not a trace left behind. I could have loved you better, didn't mean to be unkind. No, that was the last thing on my mind. As I lie in my bed in the morning, without you, without you, every song in my breast dies a borning. Without you, now we're through. But are you going away with no word of farewell? There be not a trace left behind. I could have loved you better, didn't mean to be unkind, you know. That was the last thing on my mind. You know, that was the last thing on my mind. Tom Paxton.
Very good.
Okay. By the way, Bob, which vaccine did you get? Pfizer or Moderna? Bob, which?
I got the Pfizer, so did Susan,
Yeah.
but I didn't have any repercussions at all.
Yeah, we got Moderna. We only got the first shot so far. Okay. The
That's
second one
good.
is
My yoga instructor had that, and she was out of it for one day afterwards, and then felt fine the next day.
Yeah, I know. The second one is supposed to be worse.
Yeah.
Okay, Jerry, you're up.
Okay, all right. I just finished shoveling snow. It's becoming tedious. I think Al asked if there was a way I could show my hands while I'm playing. I don't know if that's going to work out, but let me see what happens when I get to some place where I'm playing something else. But it's Black History Month, and so I decided that I would sort of pull up some tunes that I semi-know or don't know. This was a tune supposedly written by Mississippi Fred McDowell. Fred McDowell was a tremendous inspiration and mentor to Bonnie Raitt. But also, this tune was done by Gary Davis, Reverend Gary Davis, Sister Rosetta Tharpe, Mississippi John Hurt, and the Grateful Dead, and da-da-da-da-da. It's a very, very simple tune, and melodically and structurally very similar to Sitting on Top of the World. And it's a kind of Fred McDowell was a master of what I call the dead thumb style of playing, where it's just the same repeated thumb rather than alternating bass, which is a Piedmont style of playing. You got to move. You got to move. You got to move, child. You got to move. When my God gets ready, you got to move. You may be high, you may be low, you may be rich, child, you may be poor. But when the Lord gets ready, you got to move. You may be old, you may be young, you may be weak or you may be strong. But when the Lord gets ready, you got to move. You see that woman who walks the street, you see that cop that's out on his beat. When the Lord gets ready, you got to move. I was hanging with the devil when we made a pact, drinking bad whiskey, and that's a fact. But when the Lord gets ready, you got to move. Said you got to move. 1 part sour, 2 parts sweet, 3 parts strong, and 4 parts weak. But when the Lord gets ready, you got to move. You may be blind, may not see. You may be deaf, it's all meant to be. But when the Lord gets ready, you got to move. Let's see if you can watch the fingers now. You may be sad, you're feeling down, feel like your heart is on the ground. But when the Lord gets ready, you got to move. You got to move, you got to move. Says you got to move, child, you got to move. When the Lord gets ready, you got to move. You got to move, you got to move. Said you got to move, child, move. When the Lord gets ready, you got to move. Thank you.
His fingers never left his hand.
Actually, that we couldn't see the fingers on the fret. We saw the fingers just strumming. We didn't see the fingers on the fret, though. The guitar is a little too wide for that. Okay, Linda, you're up.
Hi, everybody. This is my first time here. Nice to meet everybody. Some people I know already. So this is a song by Brandy Carlisle, who's a kind of a folk singer. She's big out west. I moved here from Oregon, so she's well known there. I think she's known here too, but she lives out there, so we see her a lot on the West Coast. This is called Turpentine. salt betrays my eyes again. I started losing sleep and gaining weight, wishing I was 10 again, so I could be your friend again. These days we go to waste like wine, turn to turpentine, 6 a.m. and I'm all messed up. I didn't mean to waste your time, I'll fall back in line, but I'm warning you, we're growing up. I heard you found some pretty words to say, found your little game to play. There's no one allowed in. Then just when we believed we could be great, reality it permeates, conquers from within again. These days we go to waste like wine, turn to turpentine, it's 6 a.m. and I'm all messed up. Didn't mean to waste your time, so I'll fall back in line, but I'm warning you, we're growing up. These days we go to waste like wine, turn to turpentine, it's 6 a.m. and I'm all messed up. I didn't mean to waste your time, so I'll fall back in line, but I'm warning you, we're growing up.
Very pretty song and very well done, Linda. Okay, Peter Dunhill.
Hi everybody, nice to see you from the snowy UK at the moment. We don't get snow very often.
Snow here
I'm
too.
right. I'm afraid I revert back to being 8 years old when it snows. I get very excited and yes. So this song it mentions it's a sailor's song. It mentions a ship, the Royal Britannia. I looked it up, and there was a ship called the Britannia that was built in South Carolina in 1772 and sailed between London and South Carolina. So I guess that's probably the same ship. This is called Boston Harbor, and I'm going to get a little bit of help on the chorus of this song. So yes, this is Boston Harbor. From Boston Harbor we set sail. It was blowing the devil of a gale, with the ringtown set all abaft the mizzen peak, and the Royal Britannia ploughing up the deep with a big bow wow, tow row row, fall de roll de ride right. Then up comes the skipper from down below. It's look aloft, lads, look alow, and it's look alow, and it's look aloft. And coil your ropes, lads, fore and aft, with a big bow wow, tow row row, fall de roll de ride right. Then down to his cabin he quickly crawls, and to his poor old steward bawls, go mix me a glass that'll make me cough. For it's better weather here than it is on top. With a tow bow wow, tow row row, fall de roll de ride right. The poor sailor standing on deck with a blessed rainfall a-pouring down our necks. Not a drop of grog would he to us afford, but he damned our eyes at every other word. With a big bow wow, tow row row, fall de roll de ride right. Now there's one thing we have to crave, that our captain meets with a watery grave. So we'll throw him down into some dark hole, where the sharks will have his body and the devil have his soul. With a big bow wow, tow row row, fall de roll de ride right. With a big bow wow, tow row row, fall de roll de ride right. Boston Harbor.
You got the entire Shanty crew by yourself. I mean, very ingenious in these days of Zoom. Thank you, Peter. Okay, I think Debbie and Ron are next.
Big bow wow.
Okay, I hear you have some snow in England. Perhaps you'd like some more. We've plenty to spare in New York. I'm afraid to look out the window. It's really
It's awful. It's the second time in a week.
it's awful. Anyway,
Okay.
let me see. Oh, GDA. Well, I don't know. I have a cue here, but I can't relate. Oh, as I walk down, as I walk down Broadway, one evening in July, I met a maid. She asked my trade, a Sailor Jack, says I, and away you Sandy, my dear Annie. Oh, you New York girls, can't you dance the polka? Well, I took her down to Tiffany's. I did not mind expense. I bought her 2 brass lollipops. They cost me 15 cents. And away, you Sandy, my dear Annie. Oh, you New York girls, can't you dance the polka? Now she says, you lime juice sailor, now take me home you may. But when we reached the cabin door, she this to me did say, and away you Sandy, my dear Annie. Oh, you New York girls, can't you dance the polka? Oh, my flashman, he's a Yankee with his hair cut short behind. He wears a pair of red top boots and sails on the Black Ball Line. And away, you Sandy, my dear Annie. Oh, you New York girls, can't you dance the polka? So I kissed her hard and proper before her flashman came. I says, farewell, you Bowery girl, I know your little game. And away, you Sandy, my dear Annie. Oh, you New York girls, can't you dance the polka? Yes, I kissed her hard and proper, and back to the ship I steered. I'll never court flash girls no more, I'll stick to rum and beer. And away, you Sandy, my dear Annie. Oh, you New York girls, can't you dance the polka?
That's a big favourite of our shanty crew. We regularly do that in the shanty crew.
Ron, it's in the low 80s here. Sorry.
Okay, Debbie, you're next.
Wish we were in Florida.
Below 80 here. Below
All right.
80 here.
I got my dulcimer. Okay. All right. So, some more songs of the sea and sailors and.
Yeah, I see that.
When I was a fair maid about 17, I listed in the Navy for to serve a queen. I listed in the Navy, a sailor had to stand for to hear the cannons rattling and the music so grand, the music so grand, the music so grand, for to hear the cannons rattling and the music so grand. Sir who listed me was a tall and handsome man. He said, you'll make a sailor that so long alone, my man. I went tall and slender, my fingers long and thin. Oh, the very soon they knew me. I soon exceeded them. I soon exceeded them. Soon exceeded them. Oh, the very soon they knew me. I soon exceeded them. They sent me to bunk and they sent me to bed. To lie with the sailors I never was afraid. Up went the coat and up went the trial, for to think I was a sailor and a maiden all the while. Maiden all the while. Maiden all the while, for to think I was a sailor and a maiden all the while. They sent me off to London town to guard the tower, and I'm sure that I would be there till my very dying hour. But a lady fell in love with me, I told her I was a maid. She went into the my secret she betrayed, my secret she betrayed, secret she betrayed. She went into the captain and my secret she betrayed. Then he stepped up to me and he asked if it was so. I dare not, I dare not, dare not say no. Pity we should lose you, such a sailor lad you made. It's a pity we should lose you, such a handsome young maid. A handsome young maid, handsome young maid. It's a pity we should lose you, such a handsome young maid. So fare thee well, my captain, you've been so kind to me. And likewise, my sailor lads, I'm sorry to part with you. But if ever the Navy needs a lad, a sailor I'll remain. I'll put on my cap and rigging, and I'll run to shop. I'll put on my cap and feathers, and I'll run a rigging again.
Thank you.
Mark G, do you change your mind? Do you want to sing or not? Mark G, give us a.
Aaron.
No, I'm good. Thank you.
Okay.
I'm just going to listen today.
Okay,
Appreciate it.
Alan, Joanna, you're going to be performing today? No, okay. Devora, what's your story? Nothing, okay. So then we come to Beth and Nigel. Okay.
That's sudden. Can you hear us okay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lovely. I think Yeah, well, I'll talk about this. This is someone persuade Beth to do. It's a song from when I was younger. I grew up in a very, I didn't grow up in Southend where I live now. I grew up in a very small village in Wiltshire. Nearest town was Salisbury, which you may have heard of Salisbury. And it was a tiny village with sort of about 24 houses and a bus stop, a phone box and a pub. And the pub, a tiny pub with a thatched roof, and it called the Cuckoo. And on Saturday nights there was a music session. Every Saturday night people used to go down there and play music, and my dad ended up running the session. And you know, when my brother was a teenager, he found a banjo no one was using, then learned to play banjo, went down and joined in as well, played Scruggs style banjo. And I felt a bit left out, so I found a ukulele. So I learned to play ukulele banjo, and I used to play down there as well. So it was the three of us on a Saturday night. In fact, the first song I ever learned to play was New York Girls. It was only 3 chords. So it was funny that. But anyway, this was a song that a man called Richard, who lived in the village, used to play. He used to play a lot of American folk. He was a good flat picking guitarist. He used to play a lot of things. He used to do a very good version of Mule Skinner Blues and Franklin D. Roosevelt Back Again and Happy Lands to You, Amelia Earhart. But he used to do this song, and this song was a Cliff Richard song from 1959 when Cliff Richard wanted to be the British Elvis. But I wasn't familiar with it. It sounded like an American folk song. So it was, for years I thought this was an American folk song, but it was actually a 1959 #1 in Britain for Cliff Richard. It's Travelling Light. I don't know if you know it on that side, but it was written by 2 American songwriters for him when he said he wanted to be the British Elvis. Okay, you ready?
Got no bags and packs to slow me down. I'm traveling so fast, my feet ain't touching the ground. Traveling light, I'm traveling light. Well, I just can't wait to be with my baby tonight. No bags, no toothbrush, got nothing to hold. I'm carrying heart full of love, they weigh nothing at all. Soon I'm gonna see the love look in his eyes. I'm a hootin' and a holler away from paradise. I'm traveling light, I'm traveling light. Well, I just can't wait to be with my baby tonight. No bags, no toothbrush, got nothing to hold. I'm carrying only a pocket full of dreams, heart full of love, they weigh nothing at all. Soon I'm gonna see the love look in his eyes. I'm a hootin' and a hollering away from paradise. I'm traveling light, I'm traveling light. Well, I just can't wait to be with my baby tonight. Toothbrush, got nothing to hold. I'm carrying only a pocket full of dreams, heart full of love, they weigh nothing at all. Soon I'm gonna see the love look in his eyes. I'm a hootin' and a hollering away from paradise. I'm traveling light, I'm traveling light. Well, I just can't wait to be with my baby tonight. Well, I just can't wait to be with my baby tonight. Well, I just can't wait to be with my baby tonight.
It takes me back a bit.
Karen Satz, are you going to be performing today? No. Okay, so I guess it's my turn. And then we'll start all over again, starting with Carl. after me. A lot of old songs I remember. My mother used to sing to me. They used to be very popular by grandparents' days. And the choruses were all that remained. A lot of the verses were forgotten. And the reason it happened was because you had like Bing Crosby recording the song, and the DJs that had it, the song had to be 2 minutes. So that they'd take the chorus, they'd expand on it. All the verses got lost on these songs. I had to dig deeply to find them. And this is one everybody should know when we come to the chorus. There's a tear in your eye, and I'm wondering why, for it never should be there at all. With such power, your smile, sure a stone you'd beguile, so there's never a teardrop should fall. When your sweet lilting laughter's like some fairy song, and your eyes twinkle bright as can be, you should laugh all the while, and all other time smile, and now smile a smile for me. Everybody, when Irish eyes are smiling, sure it's like the morning spring in the lilt of Irish laughter. You can hear the angels sing. When Irish hearts are happy, all the world seems bright and gay. And when Irish eyes are smiling, sure they steal your heart away. For your smile is a part of the love in your heart, and it even makes sunshine more bright. Like the linnet's sweet song, crooning all day long, comes your laughter so tender and light. For the springtime of life is the sweetest of all. There's never real care or regret. And when springtime is ours, through all of youth's hours, let us smile each chance we get. When Irish eyes are smiling, short is like the morning spring. In the lilt of Irish laughter, you can hear the angels sing. When Irish hearts are happy, all the world seems bright and gay. And when Irish eyes are smiling, sure they shall steal your heart away. I had to go all the way back to Frank Patterson to learn the lyrics on that. Okay, we're starting from the beginning again. Carl, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Go ahead.
I'm going to do another John Prine song called Hello in There. Just Hello in there. Hello. Now me and Loretta, we don't talk much more. She said she stares through the back door screen. All the news just repeats itself like some forgotten dream that we both seen. Someday I'll go and call up Rudy. We used to work together at the factory. When I tell him, when he asks what's new, nothing much to do. What's new with you? You know, trees just grow stronger and rivers run wilder every day. Oh, people just grow lonesome, waiting for someone to say hello in there. Hello. So if you're walking down the street sometime and pass some hollow ancient eyes, please don't just pass them by and stare as if you didn't care. Say hello in there. Hello.
Okay, Maury, you're next.
Okay. All right, this is a song that I sang before, but I like it, so I'll sing it again. Okay, it's the song. It's sort of it's a cowboy song, but it was written a little after the heyday of cowboys. It's based on a poem by Charles Badger Clark, who wrote it in 1907. Okay, it's based on the poem. It's a little, the words are a little changed from the original poem, though. Spanish is a loving tongue, soft as music, light as spray. Was a girl I learned it from, living down Sonora way. I don't look much like a lover, yet I say her love words over. Mostly when I'm all alone, mi amor, mi corazón. On the nights when I would ride, she would listen for my spurs. Throw the big door open wide, raise those laughing eyes of hers. Moonlight on the patio, old Senora nodding near, whispering so soft and low, so her madre would not hear. All too soon the hours went flying, all too soon I'd hear her sighing. In her little sorry tone, mi amor, mi corazón. Well, I ain't seen her since that night. I can't cross the line, you know. Want me for a gambling fight? like as not it's better so. Still I really sort of miss her since that last wild time I kissed her. Left her heart and lost my own. Adios, mi corazón. Left her heart and lost my own. Adios, mi corazón.
Okay, Harvey and Pat, next.
So this week's Ian and Sylvia's song choice I've made is Someday Soon.
You get to sing now.
No, you're singing with me. You keep forgetting.
There's a young man that I know, his age is 21. He comes from down in southern Colorado, just out of the service, and he's looking for his fun. Someday soon, someday soon, my parents cannot stand him, 'cause he rides the rodeo. My father says that he will leave me crying, and I would follow him right down the toughest road I know. Someday soon, going with him someday soon. When he comes to call my pie, ain't got a good word to say. Guess it's 'cause he's just as wild in the younger days. So blow your blue northern, blow my love to me. He's driving in tonight from California. He loves his damn old rodeo as much as he loves me. Someday soon, going with him someday soon. When he comes to call my pie, ain't got a good word to say. Guess it's 'cause he's just as wild in the younger days. So blow you old blue northern, blow my love to me. He's driving in tonight from California. He loves his damn old rodeo as much as he loves me. Someday soon, going with him someday soon. Someday soon, going with him someday soon.
Got one more.
First I gotta find it.
Love has no pride.
Yeah, I know. Still have to pull it up. Instrument switch here. Bad dreams too many times to think that they don't mean much anymore. Times have gone and left my head on. Friend who once cared just won't help my own. No love has no pride when I call out your name. No love has no pride when there's no one left to blame. I'd give anything to see you again. Love has no pride when I call out your name. Love has no pride when there's no one left to blame. I give anything to see you again. If I could buy your love, I'd truly try, my friend. And if I could pray, my prayer would never end. With you I hate to beg, I'll fall down on my knees, asking for you to come back. I'll be pleading for you to come back, begging for you to come back to me. Love has no pride when I call out your name. Love has no pride when there's no one but myself to blame. I give anything to see you again. Yes, I would give anything to see you
Okay, Thea, you got another poem for us?
I do.
And
I
then
have
after that, Joe Verga, I just want to give you notice, you're going to be right after Thea. Okay, so.
Okay,
Ready.
this is a poem that I had published 25 years ago in a literary magazine called Furrow from the University of Wisconsin. And it's a Jewish poem. This is called Sarah. My Russian grandmother in her black dress and black shoes, the boiled chicken on the table, a Yiddish mama, went down to the post office to buy a stamp to write a letter to send it to her brother still in Latvia. And there in the post office was John F. Kennedy, who had on such shiny shoes, my grandmother later remarked to us, and his hair was cut so short. No, and his face was without hair, hairless, and his head was uncovered, no yarmulke. And my grandmother, being a Yiddish mama, said, President Kennedy, how is your family, your wife Jacqueline? Does she feed you well? Does she cook? Naturally, Grandma couldn't ask him what synagogue he went to or if he observed the Sabbath. My Yiddish grandma wanted so badly to say, Jack, come on up. I've boiled chicken and matzo balls on the table. We can say a few brachas for the country. Avinu Shabbat Shemayim. Jack, we could say Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, Borei pri hagafen, and the sweet wine could touch your young sweet lips, lips that had tasted the smell of burnt oil from your PT 109 plane or ship. My grandmother, the Yiddish mama, wasn't sure as she couldn't yet read the English newspaper. Jack, give me some time. Come up and explain the U.S. postal system to me. Explain how mail goes from one state to another, how messages get recorded inside the telephone wire. And Jack, when you leave me, could you please sit down and write a letter and address it to the Yiddish mama, telling her what to buy in the supermarket and what to buy to make a perfect American dinner.
That was very good.
Very good. Very good. Okay, now we're going to hear from Joe Verga again.
Thank you.
Right, please mute. Okay.
Darkness diminished, the rising of the dawn. I found myself a real good place on Broadway, with morning traffic building to sounds of beeping horns. I packed up my house made of cardboard. there's no sunshine and it rains. I'll jump a turnstile, ride a subway train. I've knocked around this city for too long. A hopeless vagabond. I'm sure no one will miss me when I'm gone. Out on the sidewalk, out on the sidewalk. In the heat of midday, traffic's at a crawl. I'll pack up and head out looking for shade. Well, it's been one long hot summer. Soon will come the fall. And when winter comes, the cold won't go away. A man for all the seasons, you might say. Destitute and homeless, one step from a grave. I've knocked around this city for too long. A hopeless vagabond. I'm sure no one will miss me when I'm gone. Out on the sidewalk, out on the sidewalk. Behind the gourmet restaurants, dumpsters painted green. I eat the food that people throw away. Dishes tossed together, a banquet of decay. Out on the sidewalk, out on the sidewalk. Street corner hustlers are selling what they make. Hot dogs to plastic bags of sorrow. From ivory white towers where all the money's made. The business suits are leaving till tomorrow. They hailed a taxi heading home with all the empathy of a highly polished stone. I've knocked around this city for too long. A hopeless vagabond. I'm sure no one will miss me when I'm gone. Out on the sidewalk, out on the sidewalk.
Was a very powerful song.
Very well done.
Very powerful, Joe. Okay, Carol and Peter, are you ready?
Do you want to ask?
Yes,
him-
we're ready.
You want to ask? him-
Carl, I have a quick, Sal, I have a
Sal.
quick question for you.
Wow.
I'm playing a djembe here, and I have it tuned in the key of G. What I get is a 2-octave swing, and I can work in the 1 octave. So I want to hear, if you can hear, I'll give you the bass note first. This should be a bass G.
You want me to let me get my guitar.
Now I will give you a high G.
Hold on. Okay, high G.
Okay. No, never mind, Carl. It's okay. Never mind. It's okay.
Can't hear the high G.
You can't hear it? I'll try it again. Now I'll give you a low G. Hold on.
Yeah, that we hear.
You hear the low G? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Okay.
Okay, everybody mute. You ready to perform, Carol?
And I'm going to give you a high five after this song. I got to retrieve my wife.
Okay.
Say hi to her. Say hi. Say hi to Lois.
All right.
Half a peace sign.
Okay.
Very funny.
Soon we'll be in the high seas.
Everybody mute, please. Except
Okay.
Carol.
Okay. This is Mama's Opry, and it was a song by Iris DeMent. She wrote this for her mother. She grew up plain and simple in a farming town. Her daddy played the fiddle and used to do the calling when they had hoedowns. She said the neighbors would come and they'd move all her grandma's furniture around. And there'd be 20 or more on the old wooden floor, dancing to a country sound. The Carters and Jimmy Rogers played her favorite songs. And on Saturday night there was a radio show and she would sing along. And I'll never forget her face when she revealed to me that she dreamed about singing at the Grand Ole Opry. And she played old gospel records on the phonograph. She'd turn them up loud and she'd sing along, but those days are past. And just now that I'm older, it occurs to me that she was singing at the grandest Opry. Her eyes, oh how they sparkled when she sang those songs. She'd be playing I was a kid just humming along. I'd be playing in the grass to her what might have seemed obliviously. But there ain't no doubt about it, she sure made her mark on me. And we sang Sweet Rose of Sharon, abide with me, as I ride that gospel ship to heaven's jubilee. And in the great triumphant morning, my soul will be free, and my spirit will be lifted when my Savior's face I see. Oh, I don't want to get adjusted to this world below, but I know He'll pilot me till it comes time to go. Oh, nothing on this earth is half as dear to me as the sound of my mama's Opry. And we sang Sweet Rose of Sharon, abide with me, as I ride that gospel ship to heaven's jubilee. And in the great triumphant morning, my soul will be free, and my spirit will be lifted when my Savior's face I see. Oh, I don't want to get adjusted to this world below, but I know He'll pilot me till it comes time to go. Oh, nothing on this earth is half as dear to me as the sound of my mama's Opry.
What instrument is he playing back there?
I won an award for it.
He did a really good job.
Djembe.
What is he playing?
It's a
Can you
djembe.
hear the djembe?
It's a djembe, a drum. A djembe, a drum.
No, I heard it. He was playing the guitar.
I'm playing the guitar.
Good job.
He's playing the drum. Pete, my
Oh,
husband.
okay.
I'm the
Really
drummer.
sounded good. Thank
That's
you.
Pete.
You like it? Could you hear the higher notes as well as the lower?
Yeah, they're good. They're good,
Okay,
man.
you got it. That's all I was looking for.
Okay.
Hey.
Going over to England now, Mike Reeves.
Right. Our maids can till their fields or fight behind their masters' shields. But a seaman's free to sing and play over the seas and far away, over the seas and over the lane. For I ran it'll horn o' the main, the Lord's command and we obey, over the seas and far away. A sailor lives a happy life, free of land-bound's toil and strife. The soil he tills will be his grave, over the seas and far away, over the seas and over the main. For I ran idle horn o'er the main, the Lord's command and we obey, over the seas and far away. Buck up, ye hearties, I foretell, we turn to port with loot to sell, our coffers fill with gold today, over the seas and far away, over the seas and over the lane. For I ran idle horn o'er the main, the Lord's command and we obey, over the seas and far away, over the seas and far away. Short one.
Okay, next is Bob Gelb, then Jerry, then Peter, and then Ron and W. That's the order.
Okay. I like a lot of different kinds of music and folk shanties. I just got a call up from an after-school program I used to play at, and they want me to come back. So I have to brush up on all my children's songs. But sometimes I just like to get just down in country. And of course, Hank Williams wrote a lot of great songs, country songs, usually about women that were doing him wrong or women that were fooling around and left him. The news is out all over town that you've been seen just running around. I know that I should leave, but then I just can't go. You win again. This heart of mine could never see what everybody knew but me. Just trust in you was my great sin. What can I do? You win again. I'm sorry for your victim now. For soon his head like mine will bow, and he'll give his heart, but all in vain. And someday say you win again. And you have no heart, you have no shame. You take true love and give the blame. I you still, you win again. I'm sorry for your victim now. For soon his head, like mine will bound. He'll give his heart, but all in vain. And someday say, you win again. You have no heart, you have no shame. You take your love and give the blame. I guess that I should not complain. I love you still, you win again. Little Hank Williams on you.
Jerry, you're next, then Peter.
Okay. Well, this is the Boca Folk and Bluegrass Club, and so every once in a while I try to do something that's bluegrassy. If you haven't seen it, it's a worthwhile watch if you get a chance to watch the Ken Burns country music documentary. I think it was 8 episodes. It went on a long time, but some really good stuff. And one of the things that I was very glad to see was that they concentrated a lot on old-timey music. Where did country music come from? So a lot of old-timey music, like this particular tune, was collected by A.P. Carter, the paterfamilias of the Carter family. Now there are a lot of questions about what tunes he wrote and what tunes he borrowed. But there's a great tradition of borrowing tunes. Even listen, many Hasidim borrow tunes from all over the world. So that's the way of life. But the tunes that the Carter family performed became basically the blueprint for what we now know as country music and bluegrass, and particularly the guitar playing of Mother Maybelle Carter. What was called the Carter scratch became what we now know as flat picking style guitar, a la Doc Watson and Clarence White, Norman Blake, and Tony Rice. Anyway, this is a classic Carter family tune. It's got a chorus, and I'll sing the chorus for you once, and you can sing along when the chorus comes around. It goes like this. I will pawn you my gold watch and chain, love. I will pawn you my gold diamond ring. I will pawn you this heart in my bosom. Only say that you love me again. That's the whole big deal, okay? Darling, how can I stay here without you? I have nothing to cheer my poor heart. This whole world would seem sad, love, without you. Tell me now that we're never to part. Here's your part. I will pawn you my gold watch and chain, love. I will pawn you my gold diamond ring. I will pawn you this heart in my bosom. Only say that you love me again. Take back all the gifts you have given. There's a ring and a lock of your hair, and a card with your picture upon it. It's a face that is false, but it's fair. I will pawn you my gold watch and chain, love. I will pawn you my gold diamond ring. I will pawn you this heart in my bosom. Only say that you love me again. Tell me why that you do not love me. Tell me why that your smile is not bright. Tell me why that you've grown cold-hearted. Is there no kiss for me, dear, tonight? I will pawn you my gold watch and chain, love. I will pawn you my gold diamond ring. I will pawn you this heart in my bosom. Only say that you love me again. Oh, the white rose that blooms in the garden, it grows with the love of my heart. It broke through on the day that I met you. It will die on the day that we part. I will pawn you my gold watch and chain, love. I will pawn you my gold diamond ring. I will pawn you this heart in my bosom. Only say that you love me again. Let's pick it, boy. I will pawn you my gold watch and chain, love. I will pawn you my gold diamond ring. I will pawn you this heart in my bosom. Only say that you love me again. Only say that you love me again. Thank you.
Okay, Peter, that was great.
Okay.
Gary, that was great.
I grew up in the UK in the 1950s, and it's true to say that the country was pretty bankrupt at the time. We had one TV channel, which was the national broadcaster. Anyway, by the time we got to the 60s, things were getting a little bit better, and we had two TV channels, right? But I have to say, my father, he was a bit adverse to change, and he didn't want to buy a television that had the two TV channels because he didn't agree with this, what he called commercial television, because the second channel had adverts on it. Anyway, the reason I'm telling you this is there was a big interest in blues music in the 1960s in the UK, and my friend told me about a program he watched, of course, on the channel that I didn't have, that had Josh White on it. And so you can imagine I was quite envious. But it did inspire my friend to go and buy a book that had some Josh White songs in it. And I remember this song was in his book, and I eventually got to learn it. This is the Red River Blues, and it comes from the time of from the Mississippi flooding in the 20s. Which way does that blood red river run? It runs from my back window straight to the rising sun. I walked and I walked till my feet got soaking wet. I'm a-looking for my baby, but I haven't found her yet. Did you get that letter I dropped in your backyard? I love you, baby, but your woman's gotten me barred. Oh, I love that woman. I love her just the same. She's a married woman, but I love her just the same. I hate to see the rising sun go down. It makes me feel like I'm on my last go round. Crow Jane, don't you hold your head so high. If the river keeps a rising, well, I'll lay down and die. I hate to see the rising sun go down. It makes me feel like I'm on my last go round. Which way does that old blood red river run? On my back window, straight to the rising sun. Back window, to the rising sun. Back window, straight to the rising sun. Red River Blues.
Hey, Debbie and Ron, cue it up. You ready?
Go. Oh, you should recognize this one. Riding down the city of New Orleans, Illinois Central, Monday morning rain. 50 cars, 50 dresses, making up, singing my saxophone.
gonna
Here's another obscure one.
no another Bill Stain song.
We saw Ben.
And okay. So. I was born in the path of the winter wind and raised where the mountains are cold. The springtime waters came passing down. I remember the tales they told. The whistling ways of my younger days too quickly have faded on by. But all the memories linger on, like the light in the fading sky. River, take me home in your sunshine. Sing me your song as I'm moving and winding and free. You roll in old river, you change in old river. There's you and me, river, and down to the sea. I've been to the city and back again. I've been moved by some things that I've learned. Met a lot of good people and I've called them friends. Felt the change when the seasons turn. I've heard all the songs that the children sing and listened to those melodies. I felt my own music within me rise, like the wind in the autumn trees. River, take me home in your sunshine. Sing me your song as I'm moving and winding and free. You roll in old river, you change in old river, as you and me, river, run down to the sea. Someday when the flowers are blooming still, someday when the grass is still green, my rolling waters will round the bend and flow into the open sea. So here's to the rainbow that's followed me here. Here's to the friends that I know. And here's to the song that's within me now. I will sing it wherever I go. River, take me home in your sunshine. Sing me your song as I'm moving and winding and free. You roll an old river, you change an old river, let you and me, river, run down to the sea.
Okay, Beth and Nigel, you're next. I see that Terry
Terry, yeah.
just joined us.
Late.
We're right at the end. So
I'm sorry I'm late.
yeah, so you're gonna get the last song, okay? I promise you.
If there's time, but don't worry if not.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, plenty of time.
Okay.
So last night, Nigel and I, as a bit of a tonic, out of this gloomy, dark, sort of snowy climate that we're in at the moment, we watched the Monterey Pop Festival on the. We've got a big screen, like a canvas and a projector now, and we watched it on the big screen, and it was all very psychedelic and lovely and free and young and happy. And so in that spirit of things, I've decided to do a song that I did a long time ago in my Janis Joplin phase. And it's a Janis Joplin song, and it's called Cosmic Blues, but it's not going to be too rocky, so don't worry. Okay. Keeps moving on. Friends, they turn away. I keep moving on, but I've never found out why. I keep pushing so hard, and baby, I keep trying to make it right. To another lonely day. 25 years, honey, just one night, oh yeah. Well, I'm 25 years older now, and I know it can be right. I'm no better, babe, and I can't help you no more than I did when I was just a girl. And it don't make no difference, babe, 'cause I know that I can always try. There's a love inside of every one of us. You're gonna hold it now, you're gonna need it, yeah. You're gonna use it till the day you die. Expect any answers, dear. No, 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 they don't come of age, no, no. They ain't gonna love you any better, babe, and they ain't never gonna love you right. So you better dig it right now, right now, right now, right now. And it don't make no difference, babe, 'cause I know that I can always try. There's a love inside of every one of us. You're gonna hold it now, you're gonna need it, yeah. You're gonna hold it now, you're gonna use it, yeah. You're gonna need it till the day you die.
That was really beautiful, really.
Thank you.
Okay, here's what we're going to do now. I believe Terry joined us. We're going to let Terry take a regular turn now. Then I'll do mine, and then we'll have Terry take us out on something good. This way, you have time to think of what the other song is going to be, Terry, okay?
Yeah, that's fine. But don't let me just... can you hear me okay?
We hear you perfectly.
Okay. Don't let me just arrive in the last minute and then take over everything, Sol. I mean, let me just do one song and someone else finish off.
No, we're ready to end anyhow.
No, we want
Who better
you.
than you? Why should you be
Happy to
penalized
have you do it.
for coming late? We don't penalize people here. We
Well, I just feel guilty at arriving so late.
you
Hang
don't
on.
have to feel guilty. Don't worry. We know you had something very important to do if you don't come here. Okay, so do your regular one now. I'll do it. Then you finish.
Okay.
We all want to hear you. Everybody here wants to hear him. Okay.
I come because I like the company. That's why I come. Right, let me just do that and do that. And turn that up. And do this one, I think. Oh, now I've dropped all my words. And it's a newish song, so I do need those just as a safety net. Who's gonna sing to you tonight, kitty? Who's gonna ease your troubled mind? And who's gonna turn out all the lights, my pretty? Put away your things and close the blind. And all those pretty girls with a promise in their heart, hanging on to every word he never said. Who's gonna sing to you tonight, kitty, when you lay down your weary head? Who's gonna talk to you today, kitty, and whisper words that sometimes rhyme, words that sparkle in the night, my pretty, but in the morning lose their shine. You rock-a-bye like a lullaby, baby, don't sleep tight before the dawn. Angelos and Maxes every night. Well, who's gonna wake you in the morn, my pretty? Who's gonna break your heart tonight? Rock-a-bye like a lullaby, baby, don't sleep tight before the dawn. Angelos and Maxes every night. Who's gonna wake you in the morning, my pretty? And who's gonna break your heart tonight? And who's gonna dance with you tonight, kitty? Lace your ice with Valentine. Who's gonna walk you home tonight, my pretty, and sing to you a Broadway lullaby? Another day is dawning and the milkman's on his way. The early train is waiting for the light. Who's gonna wait for you today, kitty? And who's gonna sing to you good night, baby. Good night, the milkman's on his way. Well, sleep tight, baby. Sleep tight, and let's call it a day. There we are. Thank you. I hope you appreciated the jazz chord that went in the middle there. I know Jerry would have spotted that one, but there was too much of a gentleman to point it out.
Okay, now I'm gonna do mine. Then we're gonna prevail on Terry to do one more and take us out. I just want to mention to everybody to be sure Tuesday, the Hoy Club at 2 p.m. We'd like everybody there. They support us. We have to support them. So please be there. Last week, I had the pleasure of hosting it, only because Tony wasn't feeling well. I hope that Tony feels well enough, because it's hard work doing this. And I was glad to help him out, though. So the song that I'm going to do, and now also next week, of course,
Saul,
yeah.
before you do, just remember, most of you probably know the South Florida Folk Festival is next Saturday and Sunday.
Right.
So it's a virtual folk festival.
Yeah. And actually Sunday, they're going to be competing with us Sunday, but we don't mind.
Yeah, well,
folk music.
Yeah, we can go in after we've done our session here.
Yeah.
Saturday,
Okay. So we'll be here again, as I say, same link and everything next Sunday. By the way, Mike, is the Hoy still the same link for this coming Tuesday?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yes. Yeah, I think another 3 weeks to go or so thereabouts. Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
Same link.
Okay, so now and also I want to remind everybody that 3 hours after we finish here, the recording will be up on my Facebook page, on the club page, on the Hoy page, and on the Borderline page, and also will be permanently archived on my YouTube page. Okay, the song I'm going to sing about Cape Breton coal miners. Now, if anybody takes the trip to Cape Breton Island, you have to stop at the town of Glace Bay, which is actually right on the north, right next to Sydney. They have a mine there.
It's Canada.
Yeah, it's Canada, of course. It's in Nova Scotia. It's the northern part of Nova Scotia. There's a mine over there, which is a very unique mine. And they have there are a lot of mines now that have these tours that go into the mine. This one actually has a center, and this mine actually presents folk music weekly. There's a group called the Men of the Deep, so we're all retired coal miners. There's around 40 of them. They sing and chorus, and they got quite famous. They've made a few albums. This particular song is their theme song, and it was written by Ray Holland, who sings bass in the chorus there. But the tune is based on an old American folk tune called Sweet Betsy from Pike. It's called Cape Breton Coal Miners. And in the stanza, when you hear the word CB, that stands for Cape Breton.
Excellent.
We are the coal miners from Cape Breton Isle. We don't make much money, but manage to smile, working hard for our living, mining the coal. The dust and the sweat seep into our souls. So come all you miners and listen to me. Be proud of our country and good old CB. When we get to heaven and God reads the scroll, scroll. He'll say, step right in, boys, for you loaded coal. We work in the coal mine far under the ground. Whenever a ray of sunshine is found, while some men are brewing and some loading coal, the dust and the sweat seep into their souls. So come all ye miners and listen to me. Be proud of our country and good old CB. When we get to heaven and God reads the scroll, he'll say step right in, boys, for you loaded coal. The Miners Museum they've built for us here in memory of miners and centennial year. Though memories won't bring back the men that have gone, the history of mining will still carry on. So come all you miners and listen to me. Be proud of our country and good old CB. When we get to heaven and God reads the scroll, we'll say step right in, boys, for you loaded coal. Coal mining's a living, it's rough and it's tough, but being coal miners, we're used to that stuff. We're proud blood of people and happy are we, and proud that we come from the Isle of CB. So come all you miners and listen to me. Be proud of our country and good old CB. When we get to heaven and God reads the scroll, he'll say step right in, boys, for you loaded coal. We're Cape Breton miners, my friends, have no fear, and happy to have been to Expo last year. Some call us coal miners, and we do agree, but we're better known as the men of the deeps. So come all ye miners and listen to me. Be proud of our country and good old CB. When we get to heaven and God reads the scroll, he'll say step right in, boys, for you loaded coal. Okay. Okay. So we're ready to come to the end. I promised you it would be 2 hours before Super Bowl, and I'm keeping that promise. Terry, taking us out on something real good.
Okay, well, never mind Super Bowl. This one's got 48 verses. No, look, apologies to Mike and Pete and Nigel and Beth who've heard me do this before, I'm sure, a few times. But this week is the anniversary of the death of Buddy Holly, who died 62 years ago, was it, on last Wednesday. I think that was right. Having played at the ballroom in Clear Lake in Iowa, I think it was. So this is a tribute to that man who was only 22 when all's said and done. Well, they closed the doors on North Shore Drive, and they turned out all the lights, and the kids all left the ballroom and headed out into the night. Someone tossed a coin as the frost began to bite right to the core, but they knew it was over as the snow began to fall. Yeah, the snow fell on the Midwest in the winter of '59, a few miles north of Clear Lake, west of Highway 35, just falling softly where they never made the climb above the shore. And just above the horizon was all they were looking for. no stars to guide them. Nothing mattered anymore. From Llano Estacado and all across the western plains, never thought those days would ever end. But in the early morning hours, as the shadows start to fade and the lights from Mason City seem to falter in the haze, for the early morning traffic, it was just another working day like before. But for Maria Santiago, nothing mattered anymore. Well, the sun shone on the Midwest in the spring of '59, and all the years rolled over like the winter left behind. We all sang the songs one last time like before. Before we knew it was over, and nothing mattered anymore. Now you go your way, and I'll go mine, now and forever till the end of time. And golly gee, what have you done to me? Well, I guess it doesn't matter anymore. Howdy, Holly.
Wow.
There we are.
Beautiful. Sorry, really.
Thanks ever so much. Thanks for letting me sing to you.
It's our pleasure to listen to you.
That's lovely. Thank you.
Okay, folks. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Good night.
Thank you.
Thank you.
See you again next Sunday. And just be happy, be safe. Get your shots if you can. We got our first one, and next month we're getting our second. God, thank God. So let's remain safe until the time when we can all get together in person. Yeah.
Thank you, Saul.
Thank you,
Thank you, Saul.
Stay safe. Be well, everybody.
Be well. Be well.
Bye-bye. Good night.
Who's playing today? The Boston Red Sox?
The wrong
Hi to
sport.
Susan.
Okay, we'll do.
All right.
Yeah, hope she feels better.
Yeah, hope she's
Thank
good.
you.
Getting my shot tomorrow if I'm not snowed out.
Okay.
We got our second one. We each yesterday. We got our second ones.
You got which
And
one?
we feel fine. No after effects.
Pfizer or Moderna? Which one?
Pfizer.
Okay, because I'm taking
Got
Moderna.
our second.
We're supposed to get the second one is supposed to have a lot of side effects.
No, it's a piece of cake.
I found having a shot.
We got Moderna.
We got Moderna, not Pfizer. That's the thing.
Pfizer. We went yesterday. You'll be fine.
Okay, good night, everybody.
Okay. Thank you, Carl. Thank you so much, Saul.
Okay, it's our pleasure.
Sorry.
Alla proxima.
We'll see you Tuesday, and then we'll see you again next Sunday. And
No.
okay.